Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started, I would not be talking about all women, even though it feels like it. And if it feels like I'm talking about you, you need to check yourself, because words only hurt whenever they're true. And that's for the guys too. If you're looking for the music to the intro and you want the link to the second channel, both are below in the description. But can you do me a favor and hit the notifications button right now? All right, guys. Today we're going to be talking about how a man can survive in these times. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because you guys see what's going on right now. You see what's going on across the pond. All right. It's happened across the pond before. All right. With me being close to the Arabic community, I have a lot of Arabic friends. I've learned that in their country, they've experienced this too for longer periods of time. To some people, it was most of their life. So you have to understand that what's happening across the pond will some way, somehow affect everyone. But you still have to be able to keep your sanity. You still have to be able to maintain your happiness regardless of what's going on. But one thing that I want you to understand about what's going on across the pond on the other side is that you don't see many females that are stepping up to go front line. You're not going to have many women that are going to be suited and booted, ready to go front line. Matter of fact, you're probably not going to have any. That's what you need to understand now. See, when it comes to a woman, she can do a lot of men and women are equal. This is that, and this is that. I'm strong, and I'm this. But during these times right now, when life gets real scary, they want to act feminine again. Because now it gets real. It's easy to act tough whenever there's no action required. You know, like when you're in the mirror, you're trying to look tough, or you in your room and your favorite rap song comes on, all of a sudden you get to act tough. You get to express yourself. It helps you to feel better. It releases dopamine to express yourself. So a lot of people can act tough when there's no action required. And you mainly see a lot of females that do that because they're never forced to hold anything accountable. Where during these times, women are going to have to be accountable. If things get real, we're going to need those strong women that can step up and do manly stuff. So that's the first thing that I want you guys to understand, is that outside of the facade and the relationship battle that men and women are having in this gender that we're having in society, what happens when none of that matters? Because whatever's going on across the pond, what you have to understand is a lot of those people are not going to make it. But when it comes to a lot of those people that are not going to make it across the pond, some of those people are going to be very good people. Some of those people are going to be bad people. Some of those people are going to be middle class. Some are going to be poor. Some are going to be pretty. Some are going to be ugly. Some are going to be in the best shape of their life. Some's going to be fat and sloppy. But when it was their time to go, they're all going around the same time, because you cannot control life, right? That's why I tell you guys, you're not supposed to be dwelling in the past too much. Because if you dwell in the past too much, it's going to cloud up your future. See, you can only control your future so much until the law of attraction starts to take over. So the moral of what I just said is you need to actually stop and think, what am I wasting my time on thinking about right now? Because at any given moment, things could crack off and life will get real, and none of that'll matter. How do you fix it? How do you come back from it? Learn to leave the past in the past, and let's talk about moving forward. And when we're talking about moving forward, today we're going to be talking about how a man can survive in these times. You have to understand, during these times that's getting ready to come in these next couple of years, a lot of women are going to have no choice but to be humble. That's it. That I'm the prettiest girl in the world, that's gone. I got the biggest booty, that's gone. Oh, I'm the most educated woman, that's gone. All this status stuff that people are in love with, materialistic things and pretty much the celebrity life, all of that is played out. You can't leverage any of that anymore. Just think about the people across the pond who was leveraging it before 3 days ago and life got real. You think somebody care about going to go buy clothes now in that country? You think they care about relationship problems in that country? You think they care about the latest Jordans in that country? You think they care what girl got the biggest booty in that country? No, because now life is real. That's what you guys got to keep preparing for. You got to keep preparing for the realization of life, regardless of what you go through in any relationship. So let's get ahead and get to it. How do men survive in these times? First, only focus on what you can control. All right, there is no reason for you to start overstressing things that are happening in life that you have no control of. All you have to know is at some point in your life, you're going to have to make the adjustment. And when you start making the adjustment, the quicker you understand the adjustments in life, the better you're going to be. The longer you sit back and talk about what's going on and talk about what can happen, the more you're going to be blinded by what's actually going on. You start to turn into like a cattle mindset. All you want to do is hang around people that see what's going on in life. You got to be the one to sit on the outside and say, all right, this is happening in life right now. What's going to be the effects of this? And whatever the effects that's going to happen from this, what can I do in my life to make sure that I'm more prepared for it besides sitting back and complaining? Because whatever the powers that be and the elites decide what they want to happen, it's going to happen. You have to understand that. So you need to control the things that you can control in your life on a day-to-day basis. You can control your next step in life. You can control the next move that you're going to make, the things that you want to do. What you can't do is you can't try to control a system that doesn't even want to hear you. There's no reason to protest for anything nowadays. There's no reason to cancel anything. There's no agenda for you to actually try to follow. Why? Because everything is in play now. Everything in life is in play. Life is one big free fall. So you have life full of a lot of egos. A lot of people have egos in today's life. What you see going across the pond is just the beginning. But you got to control what you control. What do you do in your life right now to make sure when things get real, you are fully prepared? So understand, control the little things that are going on in your life that's going to make you feel better, because everybody's about to suffer depression. Listen to what I'm telling you. Depression is about to be normal. The only way you're going to survive is if you have a game plan on how you're going to survive. So learn to control your environment and control the things that you can control, and stop paying attention to stuff that you cannot control, because it's going to happen no matter what. Remember, what's going on across the pond was cool 5 days ago, wasn't it? Next, you must learn to address your goals and fears. Right now, whatever your biggest fear is, you need to write it down, because you got to get rid of fear in order for you to move forward. I'm telling you this right now. When you got to go across the pond and life gets real, you can lose yours just worrying about somebody else's that's not next to you. You can't worry about loved ones, what's going to happen to them. You got to be the strong one that's like, all right, I got to stand up. I got to be the strong one now. I got to face my fears. If you cannot face your fears and make yourself a stronger person, be prepared to be miserable and depressed, because your body is going to go through a state of confusion. Your mind is going to go through confusion. What happened next? What do we do now? What do we do here? What do we do that? No, if you learn to control the things around you, you'll know the little things that you need to do when everyone else starts to panic. You must face your fear first. Because if you haven't faced your fears, your brain's not going to mature and become a stronger version. In these times, the weak will not survive. Listen to what I'm telling you. It's going to be so easy for people out here to portray an image as if they're tough, to portray an image as if they are very confident, but they're going to be the weakest inside. The strong have nothing to say to anybody, because we're strategizing our next move. We know everybody ain't going to the top. We know everybody ain't going to make it, but we sitting back making sure that we at least try to stay alive. So understand, in order for you to think with some clear consciousness, you cannot have fear in your heart. Learn to face your fears so you can go into life fearless, thinking straight. When you go into life very emotional, you're going to always make the bad decisions, which is why you're here from dating the wrong women over and over again, because you never face your fears. Next, fix your mental state of mind. What do I mean by fix your mental state of mind? A lot of you guys out there, you know you have psychological issues. You know that. You tell yourself like, man, I'm messed up, bro. My brain is just all over the place. All right, cool. You know it though. You know what's wrong with you. Someone that actually has mental issues, they don't know what's wrong with them. If you go to a psych ward and you talk to somebody that's in there, they don't think that they're a bad person. They think they're perfectly normal and everybody around them is messed up. So you have to understand, you've already recognized to yourself that you have a problem. Now you have to understand is that you really don't have a problem. You keep giving yourself a problem to give yourself an excuse why you're not moving forward. You're really not mentally messed up, but you're hoping you're mentally messed up just so you can have yourself an excuse for failing and being depressed. No, you don't fix your mentals this year. Next year is going to hurt even worse. You're already starting to see the beautifulest people take themselves out. First it was Miss USA, then it was just last week, Miss Alabama. She jumped from a building too. It's going to be more of that. I keep telling you guys, we're going into some tough times. Fix your mental illness. I don't care what you got to do. You want to know what really heals a lot of mental illness? The gym. Next. Capitalize off of free time. What do I mean? You need to capitalize on your next move in life. Capitalize off of gaining knowledge. You need to capitalize by learning as much as you can learn about what's going on in society and what's going on in life right now. Because most people are not in control of themselves. So when it comes to the free time that you're going to have by yourself, don't fill your free time up with drama. Don't fill your free time up with the same stuff. Clickbait is controlling your life. I'm a content creator. I know this, bro. Let me tell you something. You may say, Anthony, we got to watch your videos. I know you have to watch my videos, bro. But naturally, you're not going to watch every video every day. And there's going to come upon a time where you're not going to even be watching me every day because your brain is going to grow tired of it no matter what. Like, let's just face the facts. What I'm telling you is if you got to watch me in moderation, watch me in moderation. But at some point, you're going to get sick of me. It's that simple. The brain is going to naturally do that, bro. I study the brains of people. Not just, I don't want to hear what I want to hear. I study a natural action that human beings are going to do. So I know that you have to go on the internet to watch my videos. But what I'm really saying is get off of social media. Stop congregating with people online that are programmed to tell people what they want to hear and they want people to tell them what they want to hear. You have to face reality at some point. And when it comes down to you facing reality, it's going to start off with you returning back to the real world. Getting outside, smelling the fresh air. Understand what life has to offer. Next, keep your mouth closed and let your eyes listen. This is a big one. Too many of you have something to prove. You got too much pride. That's what's hurting you right now. Too much pride. You think you know everything because you're studying so much online. You're debating with people online. You have told so many ideologies going to you. You're an extremely smart person. But what you have to do is everybody's extremely smart. But everybody is also a con artist. Everybody's been programmed to be a con artist because everybody's been programmed to be their alter ego online, which is somebody that they can be and not be accountable for if they're real or not. This is how people are still getting catfish. So you have to understand that majority of the things that people are going to say out of their mouth is going to be very clever. Very clever. Most people can make themselves sound believable now. You got to sit back and watch people's actions. You get new people that come in your life, watch their actions. Start to watch everybody's actions. That's going to be your superpower. If you cannot learn body languages now, it's going to be over for you. because you're going to automatically start to trust people over again. So you're going to start to believe everything they say. And that's where most of you have been wrong in your life, is being extremely trustworthy towards the wrong people. Hopefully I'm able to get the message and understand. We're living in a different world, guys. Women are going to be the least of your problems in these next couple of years. The problems that women are getting ready to face, not all women, not all, because you got a lot of women out here that are smart. You have a lot of women out here that are woke. All right, I get approached by girls that want to talk, but not on a relationship level, but girls that just may be like, yo, Aunt, my boyfriend was watching your video. I just wanted to say, like, I agreed with you on this, but I didn't like that. So understand, you got some women out here, they got some common sense to what's going on, all right? But when it comes to a man, this is the time for you to take back your power. You got to realize, ain't too many women going to be riding front line during these times. This is Anthony Spade. Hopefully you guys are able to get the message, comment, like, subscribe to both of my channels. Hasta la vista.